Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the final round 3 of the 2022 Lexington Open, presented by the Bluegrass Disc Golf Association. We got myself, Matt Vassil, along as always with Sam Wheeling here in the booth.
Welcome back for round 3.
Final round, we're excited, gonna see some good golf, hopefully. We got Sam Lee, Team Prodigy, sitting at 17 down, leading the pack. Tyler Horne, 15 down, Team Discraft. Randon Latta, 15 down, Team Innova. And Jeremiah Dwyer, also 15 down from Team Gateway.
We also have much better weather.
We do. Significantly better weather.
Today's weather is not calling for rain, it's calling for
Ideal,
a lot of sun.
everything.
Yeah.
Good temperature, good wind, no rain.
Yeah.
Everything's good.
So the good thing is they're starting on hole 1. It's only 596 foot, par 4. And I say only because this shot is not how you want to start your day. You're basically throwing a simple hyzer shot, or for Sam, throwing lefty forehand flick. You're just trying to land right where he's at.
Yeah, you see his disc, that's, if you go out to Jacobson Park, that's where you want to go.
Right. And I say that because if you go too far straight, you're going to be too close to the dog park to come around it. And if you hyzer too much, then you're kind of close to the tree lines on the left side as well, which there's OB there with a creek.
Yeah. So you're going to see, if you're going to miss, people are going to push it too far straight. Looks like Tyler's flips up a little bit more than it needed to.
And almost hit the cameraman.
From that shot, it doesn't look like it's too bad, but he's definitely pinched off for his approach. Not exactly where you want to be.
Yeah, and I will say Sam Lee and Tyler Horne are very familiar with this course.
Yep.
If you haven't checked out the coverage, Pure Flight Productions of the Bang & Chain Open, you can see them taking on the course.
For sure.
And that got it. Oh, he hit that tree.
Yeah, he pushed it also a little bit too far straight, I think, off the tee. It was starting to hyzer, just didn't hyzer enough in time.
That's still a crush.
Oh, it is a crush. Absolutely it is. That looks to be on a pretty good line.
Should be good. Looks like he's not in the crap on the left, so
Yeah.
he should be able to see the basket from where he's at.
You see a lot of people trying to land on the left side. It kind of opens up the line to the basket. You might actually be able to see the basket from the left side. It's a good place to be. Tyler's going to have to get creative.
And that's about all you can do.
That was really good from where he was.
Right.
I was not expecting him to get that far out.
Yeah, he's a little pinched off up there by the trees. So the only way to go is to throw over the OB line. That dog fence is OB from where they're standing. You can see it a little bit.
Sam's more pinched off than I thought he was. I thought he was pretty much ideal position.
But he put it in the circle.
Makes good from where he was, for sure.
It looks like he's ready to play today.
He better be. He's leading the pack.
Yeah. He's got 2 strokes going into the last round.
That's a good feeling to have.
On a beautiful day,
yeah,
everyone's going to be attacking. A nice forehand approach. Oh, all right. Great shot.
Great way to start your round. Perfect tee shot. Perfect approach. Should be a tap-in birdie for Jeremiah.
And you don't want a pressure putt on the first hole to
don't.
kind of set the day. Looks like he's throwing one of the new Calvin Destroyers.
If that pushes around to the edge, he might be able to straddle out from there.
Yeah, the tree looks closer than it is to the basket, but it's still
50.
right outside the circle.
Yeah.
And a good out from Tyler.
I didn't realize he got that far back.
At least he wasn't in the creek.
That's true. Oh, yeah. Brandon's got a putt.
Oh, wow. I thought that was it from the camera view.
I was waiting for the chains.
I like how we're like quiet, like we're sitting here watching him
it to
actually
happen.
on it.
You got to be respectful while people are putting, right?
As you talk while Sam's
That was the irony. It's a good putt. It goes in. That's all that matters.
And again, if you've checked out round 1 and round 2, you can see today is a much prettier day out on the course.
It's not even close how much better today was than the last 2 days.
You see no umbrellas. It was a good putt by Tyler to save the par. But no umbrellas, no towels, nothing that they're using to stay dry.
If you're bringing out sunscreen, it's a good sign.
Yeah.
It's like Sam and Jeremiah coming around with the only 2 birds on the hole. Tyler, Randon, pars, not too bad of a way to start.
Yeah, the 4 is, again, some people will say it's a soft 4, but you want the 3.
I'll be honest, I was pretty surprised with how hole 1 played, but we'll get to that in a sec. Hole 2, 508 feet, par 4. Throw it straight as you possibly can. Turn a little bit to the left, then throw straight again. A lot of trees to dodge on the tee shot, a lot of trees to dodge on the approach as well.
You'll see the mistake to make on this hole is to go right. If you go left, it's just deep over there. You can kind of see Sam. I don't think he meant to go that far left, but
Ooh, that's fine.
yeah, that's a great shot.
Yeah.
Again, being on the right side of the fairway,
Mm-hmm.
you can see the basket from over there. If you're on the left side,
You got to get
you're
creative.
going to see nothing.
Yeah.
And that's a bad tree kick.
Right idea, just a little, not enough flip.
Right.
Close, though. Tyler's going down that left side, I'm
And-
assuming not on purpose.
It turned out to be a good shot,
Yeah, it
so
did. It works.
he'll say that's the shot he meant to do.
For sure. You got to own it. I've seen a lot more people do that now, too. Now that a couple of those trees have gone away from that right side, just
Right.
high spread off the tee instead of trying to throw this flat.
Yeah, exactly. And again, that's the mistake to make. You don't
Mhm.
want to be too far left. Which,
Yeah, because
Yeah.
from where Jeremiah is, if he's trying to go for the 2, which it looks like he was trying to push it as far as he could with the roller, you got to get super creative.
and much smarter out.
Yeah, I like that decision.
He'll have a shot to have a, unfortunately, easy bogey, but
Sure.
be up and down for
Could
it.
have been worse. That's still a hard spot to be in. That's got a great angle on it.
A lot of, wow.
Wow.
Wow, the tree
Wow.
almost kicked it in. So you can kind of see around the basket itself, and the next few holes you'll even notice it. Where we are, it's very tall. It's an old tree farm. Anything that hits the ground usually is going to skip. It's usually not going to land soft. It's going to slide or skip.
Oh yeah, Sam's in a great spot. Little high, hyzered out on him a little bit too early, but he's still circle 2. Should have a very open look at it. Tyler pushed really far up there.
I was about to say, he had the longest drive and took probably the tightest route.
Yeah,
And the tree giveth and taketh away.
It did. A little bit high on his approach. I wouldn't necessarily call it a low ceiling shot from where he was until you get almost right up to where the basket is.
And just an easy approach.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing too crazy there. Sam has a great look at the basket from where he landed. Oh, he was about to walk that one in.
Mm-hmm. Tyler here trying to see if he can salvage the bird.
Just left side chains. He definitely wants that one back.
Do you think he wants the putt back or the approach back?
The approach.
I think so too.
A lot of these guys, anything that's 35 foot, it's an expected make, especially when
Yeah.
you're playing this competitive.
Yeah.
But you don't want
But
that putt
front,
either. Yeah.
I agree. The unfortunate bow from Jeremiah. I still think he played the hole well. He went down the left side a little bit too much. Tried to get aggressive. Had to resort to pitching out.
And tapping in for his par. Tyler, ready just to go to the next hole.
Yeah.
I always think Sam's going to putt really hard there. And he just
No, it's super
just
soft.
super
Yeah.
soft. Yep. Some baskets, they don't allow that to happen.
Mm-mm.
So hole 3, 408-foot par 4. There's nothing to say about this hole. It's just straight.
Just look at it.
Yeah, there's trees on every side. The good thing is that they're about 30 feet apart from each other.
Mhm.
So there are lucky tree kicks and unfortunate tree kicks. But the mistake on this hole is to be more right side than left, just because the left side is the only spot where there is OB.
Uh-oh.
What is this? The cameraman wasn't even deep enough.
That has to be under the basket.
I don't look at you can see the cameraman back there just like,
What a
I'm
shot.
trying to find the disc.
And to go the middle gap the entire way there, that takes so much power.
Imagine the pressure having to throw second.
Yeah,
when
right
guys
after
parked.
that, yeah.
And again, you're just trying to bite off as much distance off the tee as possible on this hole. Like, the pine needles are gonna skip.
Yeah. Sam's going to be within probably 175, 200. Means his approach shouldn't be too bad. Tyler gets way up there too.
I think he hugged a few of these trees.
Yeah.
I think he came and walked holes 2 and 3 and just thanked them for their hard work and dedication.
Yeah, you got to do what you got to do. That is a little bit too high.
And it looks flat, but if you've ever played this course, this is an actual uphill shot.
Mm-hmm.
But again, the good thing about it is,
Ooh.
wow, almost made that one. Usually the second shot is the same thing as a tee shot.
Yeah.
As far as it's the same line. You just got to be able to get a good kick to where you can see the basket for the easy approach.
And coming in as a par 4, it is. Oh, I thought that had a chance too. Coming in as a par 4, it's definitely a soft par. For these guys, they're not happy with a 4. They're trying to have a look for 2. Worst case scenario, walk out with a 3.
Yeah, on a lot of these holes, you'll see the par 4, which is what the course was designed as.
Sure.
But of course, we all have heard the term course par versus pro par.
Yeah.
And all of these
This
guys
is
are going to
good.
treat every hole as a 3.
Par 3, yeah. What a
Good.
2.
Par.
That's an eagle.
That's an eagle. That is, how many 2s were on this hole? I would,
Let's check.
I mean, with this field, I would assume not many.
Oh, 2. Randon got a 2, and then Woody Haas also got a 2 on my card.
Oh, wow.
Watched him do it. Yeah, hit a nice, maybe 50-footer, 60-footer for the 2. It's a great drive and a great putt too.
Good for him.
Mm-hmm. So Randon basically having a perfect start, right? 3 down through 3.
Yeah, I mean, when you can
That's-
eagle a par 4.
Yeah, hey, looking good. Only 1 back from the lead now. Moving on to hole 4. Is the first par 3 of the course, 282 feet. You're going to see a lot of forehands, the occasional backhand turnover. Your goal is to miss the trees. Pretty much the same kind of vibe as hole 3. You have 2 gaps to go down. You can go the inside gap or the outside gap. Me personally, I like going for the inside gap a little bit more. I feel like there's fewer trees to hit, kind of what Landon's going for right there. Randon's going for right there.
Yeah, this hole is probably the one where when you get up to it, you have to basically dedicate and just focus on the one line.
Yes.
There's a tree that
Right.
I'm not sure if we're going to be able to see it because hopefully none of these guys hit it. That one. Actually, I
Dude,
jinxed them.
The curse is real, dude. If you haven't
Sam, I'm
seen
sorry.
rounds 1 or round 2, we just can't talk while the disc is still in the air.
That's why we try to be quiet when they're throwing.
I know.
Because we feel like we're there. Camera crew did a good job, so definitely shout out to Pure Flight for getting these.
100%.
coverage.
If
Yeah.
you haven't liked, if you haven't subscribed, show us some love.
And by us, them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're just here having a good time.
we are. See, I didn't want to say anything because it looked like a good shot. And I was
Mhm. You have
afraid
to
I was going to
wait
jinx it.
till it hits the ground. No spin left. Now it's a good shot.
Yeah. And again, where's Sam, the tree that he hit, you can see the basket as long as you get a good kick like he did. So he was able to kick at least towards the basket instead of away from it.
So he decides to lay up there and not play for anything too crazy. Walk out with the par. Randon here to stay perfect.
Oh, good bid from him. It's always crazy how you two a par 4 and par 3.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little low on the putt.
You do see a lot of drives end short on the hole. To be honest, there's just so many trees that you can hit while getting there. You're bound to hit one at some point.
Yeah, I feel like the play from a forehand line is actually throw longer than you think, so it just hyzer straight back towards the basket.
Yeah.
And Tyler Horne with looks like the lone birdie on the hole.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody's going to tap in for the pars. Nothing that they're going to write home about, but at the same time, they're only 4 holes in with plenty of disc golf to go. And again, all within a couple strokes of each other.
Mm-hmm.
So hole 5, 675 feet back to the par 4s. Right about here is where you want to be.
Yeah.
This is kind of the safe landing zone. And then it's another forehand shot straight at the basket or backhand, depending on where you land on that side of the landing area.
Sure.
These guys here are just trying to throw it straight and bite off as much distance as possible.
I'm curious if we're going to see people choose to go right side or left side. Tyler's definitely going left side here. If you go left side, the approach can sometimes be a pretty low ceiling that you have to get through. If you go right side, there's more trees in the way, but it's dead straight the entire time. So you're kind of picking your poison with the 2 shots. I really like the hole. It does play as the hardest hole in the course. Today averaging 0.26 over par. So par is gaining strokes for these guys. Birdie's gaining even more strokes. It's a 2-shot hole. You got to place it off the tee. You got to throw a really good approach to get the bird.
Yeah, and you have to commit. If you haven't walked the course, if you come play this, you'll kind of see that the left side is the preferred side for a lot of players just because it is a little bit more open. If you go on the right side, you're basically playing hole 2 or hole 3 all over again where you're just playing in the middle of the tree farm.
Mm-hmm.
And again, just a little too high, but
he was going big.
Yeah,
he was going big.
He was going for distance.
Mm-hmm. Which you'll see if that keeps going straight, that would have been a very easy up and down for the 2.
Yeah, many times I've seen people play this hole. I've never seen a 2, seen plenty of 3s.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was a line over there.
I did not know that was a line either.
That was a great shot
for
a second shot.
Was.
I think he's actually closer to hole 3 right now than he is hole 5.
It's like Sam's probably going around the same line. A little low. It's hard. That low ceiling really gets in your head. You know you can't leave it high, so you see a lot of people dirt it almost immediately. Jeremiah's in a tough spot.
Yeah, he's close enough to those trees that it forces it to throw, and he took the right side.
Did.
I'm not going to lie. I thought he was going left.
Yeah. Tyler made to pretty much ideal location. He's going to show you exactly how to throw it, actually.
So we're going to say that there's a way to play this hole, and Tyler did it.
That's how you do it.
Yeah.
That is how you draw it up.
So kids, if you want to learn, just watch Tyler throw this hole.
Mm-hmm.
And Sam, again, has another low line.
Yeah, this is not easy. It's got to push.
He went deep.
He did.
Sam said, I'll see your easy and I'll raise your in the circle putt.
Yeah.
The good thing is from where he's at, because it's a par 4, he has a chance in the look to make the par save. And this is that right side we were talking about, where it's just straight at the basket.
That was fortunate.
Yep. May have a tough putt if he is right behind that big tree.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of shrubbery on that left side.
Randon, this is for bird, right?
Yeah.
With his great approach, especially from where he was, that would have been
that'd have been money.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was almost going to have one of every color on the scorecard there. That was a good bid from Sam. He was, again, the shrubs are a little tall over there.
And that's going to be tough because that's going to be Sam's bogey and Tyler's birdie.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So this is going to get even closer of a round.
That's as close as you can be.
I mean, tied.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And an unfortunate bogey for Jeremiah.
Out of all holes to have a 2-stroke swing on, though, I feel like this is the one.
Yeah, this hole here definitely is one of those, separator holes. The higher rated or higher level competitors are definitely going to be able to get an easier 3 than the 4. And, of course, Sam, unfortunately, going to be putting for his bogey, but just a bad second shot.
Sure.
So soft. So soft when he taps it in.
That's a lot harder than people realize.
Yeah.
Hole 6, 300-foot par 3. You got to hit this gap right off the tee. Then it's got to turn a little bit and then ride as straight as possible. One hard thing about this hole too is the creek that's 15 feet beyond the basket. So you really cannot go long unless you're fine with a comeback par putt.
Yeah, Tyler throwing the shot that you'll usually see, which is basically throwing a mid on an ante and just trying to get to flex out down the hill.
Yeah.
The other thing you forgot to add was the shrubs are grown in now.
They are.
So this hole is definitely going to play a little bit tougher than during the fall. And that's a good shot.
Mm-hmm.
He'll have a look at the basket for the 2, but also have the decision of how hard do you run it, because the creek, again, like you said, is right behind it.
Yeah. And it is hard too because you can't see the basket off the tee.
He went OB.
Wow.
An unfortunate
That must have
skip.
kept going. Yeah.
Yep. This hole does play probably a little bit more friendlier for Sam being a lefty
Sure.
than the backhand route. Oh, that was a good tee shot. Give him a look for a birdie as well.
You think he's running it?
You have to. It's the last round.
I don't know if he was running it. Oh.
Ooh.
I don't see a graphic. I'm going to go safe.
Yeah.
Sam here trying to save par after his OB drive. That's a
Good putt,
Yeah.
Sam. Good save. They swung it back. You can tell he's a little frustrated at it, but he's glad he made it.
Mm-hmm. Well, that needs to sit too.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought
Also
that went in the water.
Yeah.
Again, I didn't want to say anything because
Sure.
we've been jinxing already, but I thought he just putted right
had
in
to
the
been
water.
relatively close. Yeah.
Yep.
Jeremiah just a little low.
Yeah. Again, the scary thing about that putt is the water is maybe 15, 20 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Probably not even that, actually. And an unfortunate but good save. Definitely one of the 2 on this hole. Tyler probably just excited that he was not in the water.
And we're not going to see a single 2, are we?
No.
From
There
there?
was a 2, but it was a circle. It was a circle around it. So
That's
yeah,
fair.
they are walking away with a star frame, but an unfortunate star frame. They definitely wanted the 2 on this one.
Yeah. From those drives, I was expecting to see one.
Yeah. So hole 7, 225-foot par 3, Commando to the right. This hole here, honestly, is probably one of the harder shots because of the guardian trees to make that left turn.
Yes. The guardian trees that you cannot see.
Right. And the best part about this hole is it's a par 3. So everyone wants to attack it with a spike hyzer like that, and you just hope you cut it in to get a look at the basket, which
he does.
He does.
Mm-hmm. I think the best part about this hole is that you only have to play it once.
This tournament.
Yes.
And that's usually the mistake that's going to make is just throwing it a little too tall
Yeah.
to where the trees are going to grab it.
I like the play, though. If you are trying to go for the 2, I feel like that forehand force over flex is a little bit better trying to go for the 2. If you're trying to play it a little bit safer, just hyzering it the whole way there, maybe a little bit better. Depends on what you're going for.
I'm pretty sure Sam has on that disc probably 8 times, and we're on hole 7.
You might be correct about that. Hey, if you're feeling one, you're feeling one. That's
Oh, wow.
a tough kick.
So the bad part is he's way over there. The good thing is he
has
can
not missed
still
the Mando.
make the Mando.
Mhm.
Yep.
That is a tough spot to be in.
And it looks like he just basically was trying to put himself back to the right, right by that.
That was a
tree.
good decision.
Yep. Sometimes you gotta play safe, then play hero. And he gave himself a bit at least to try to save the par. This is definitely a tough looking putt from where he's at.
Good looking run though.
Great run. Tyler hasn't even thrown yet.
There should be Sanford too as well, right?
He's putting for it.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's it.
Him with that step putt.
He's feeling it now.
Deadly with that step putt. Well, he knows Tyler Horne has to look for it too as well.
Yeah.
And they're tied right now.
Yeah.
Well, assuming Tyler makes his putt, we'll see. Oh, did I jinx him?
You can't talk
I can't.
until the disc is
That's
on
it.
the ground.
Guys, if there's dead space and we're not talking,
It's because
we're,
I'm holding my hand over
we're
Sam's
not-
mouth.
we're not trying to jinx anybody.
Sometimes I feel so bad.
Well, because you jinxed him.
Yeah. Well, I didn't jinx him that time.
Yeah, but you've jinxed already once.
Yeah, that's fair. It's a hard life being a commentator.
It is.
All right, moving on. Hole 3, par 3, 276 feet. Mando tree here on the right that you're throwing left of. Trees down the left side with a fence, maybe 20 to 25 foot left of that, like edge of the tree line or so.
Yeah, and the good thing is we're actually on hole 8.
What did I say?
You said 3?
Oh, we are way past hole 3. This is hole 8.
And Sam...
should be safe, I think.
Right. Because he hit the Mando tree.
Yeah, and then kick left.
From our angle, it just looks like it kicked left. It didn't kick through. And I thought Tyler was
pushing
gonna
that
follow
too.
him. Yep. So again, if you go long, that's the common mistake.
Yeah.
However, he might be in that tunnel area where you can at least see the basket and don't have to just pitch out. This is the safer play, even though he probably threw it a little lower than he wanted to.
Sure.
Is to throw something that's going to go to the right after the Mando tree.
Yeah.
And because it's downhill, just hope it stables up and goes back towards the basket.
It was just slightly overturned for Randon. Oh. There is that one long big branch off the tee
Like that one?
hits. Yes, the one that he just hit that does hit a lot of discs.
And he's, again, just throwing down there as far as he can to try to give himself a look at the par. Yeah, and the drop zone's next to the basket, so it definitely looks like Sam made the Mando.
Yeah, for sure.
Looks like there's going to be 3 of them putting inside that cave.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Did you say 3 of them?
I didn't talk.
You did not.
I did not talk because I was about to say we're about to see the only birdie,
Mm-hmm.
and then there it is. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a good putt.
Again, he was in there to where at least he could see out. He's also tall enough to shoot over that. So.
Yeah. And that's Tyler tying it back up.
Whew. He definitely.
It's a tough hole.
Yeah.
Tough hole for Jeremiah.
Wow, going into hole 9, about to be halfway done with the round, and we've got 2 guys on the card at 19 down, 1 at 18 down. Definitely going to be
it's a close race.
Close race.
For sure. They've definitely tightened the gap quite a bit.
So hole 9, 445-foot par 3. Throw it straight as far as you can. There's basically 2 trees you can kind of see that are right in the middle of the fairway. They're sitting actually on a small incline of a hill, but once you pass those 2 trees, it's flat the rest of the way. Most of these guys, again, they're just going to try to bite off as much distance and throw as far as possible.
And with the guys we have on this card, I'm looking forward to seeing some big drives. Speaking of big drives.
I was like, you better not jinx them. You can't talk before it lands.
It's a great shot for Tyler. I believe that puts him in circle 2. That looks to be a great
I would say it looks like Sam's going to match them. Yeah. And I mean, that's what they're basically going to be doing from
it's a hard
here on
hole.
out. They're going to have to go toe for toe.
Yeah, for sure. This is a hard hole to reach, and I think all 4 of these guys have the power to get there.
Randon trying to get a birdie.
Yeah, he's got a lot of pars in a row.
Yep.
He definitely has the power to get there, though, with that shot.
That is inside the circle, I think.
I think so. If not, right on the edge. Little high early for Jeremiah.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he kicked too far left. If you go too far left, you're right in some even deeper shrubs.
Yeah, definitely still has a chance to get up and down for the par.
Yep. And the good thing is where he's at, he can at least see the basket. There's a tree maybe 50 feet in front of him that if he was a little bit closer, might have been harder to see.
Wind. It looked like the wind kind of took a hold of that.
Yeah, it looked like he hit the trees and dropped down. I didn't get to see it.
Out of his hand, I didn't think it was too high. Oh, Tyler's further than I thought it was.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, just go ahead and just go to the bank, catch that check.
That's a great
putt.
too.
A little bit of pressure. I'm sure Sam's feeling it right now.
Absolutely. And not going to the stepper.
Little KJ putt.
Oh, that would look good too.
Yeah, I'm not. I know Sam knows what he's comfortable with.
For sure.
Probably just knows that if you blow by the basket, you're into some deep crap.
That's fair.
Tough putt. Yep. Just got to lay up sometimes.
Oh, yeah. Randon's definitely in the circle. That's great too as well.
Put some green on the board.
Hole 9 only had 3 birdies the whole day.
And that was 2 of them. Yep. Who was the third one?
Zane Stafford.
Zane got it?
Not surprised by that one either. Hole 9 did play as the second hardest hole on the course. Not because it's a necessarily overly difficult hole, but just because it's that hard to birdie it.
Right. Yeah, the fun part about it is it's just an in-between hole.
Yeah. So that'll conclude our front 9 of final round, round 3. Tyler, Randon, Sam, Jeremiah. Tyler, Randon, Sam pretty close to each other. Jeremiah, maybe not the front 9 he was hoping for, but still has plenty of time.
We'll see you on the back 9.